Today we're going to be showing you how to make some low carb chili. So we have been looking for some low carb option meals because I was recently diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So this is one of our recipes that we have come up with, and we want to show it to you in case you want some low carb chili. Okay, so you want to grab your meat.
Yeah, for our chili we use ground deer meat. You can use whatever. What are some other options, Jackson?
This.
Here comes our beautiful model, modeling Beyond Beef.
So that is our favorite plant-based meat, and you can do any type of meat that you want. You can do ground beef, ground turkey, anything that you would put in regular chili.
The thing I can say about plant-based meat, I love this. I don't really like a whole lot of meat. This is my favorite brand by far. But just remember that your carb count and your nutrition facts will be a little bit different whenever you use something that's plant-based.
So normally we would do 2 cans of chili beans, but because they are so high carb, we're gonna do just 1 can. What else did we learn about protein, speaking of chili beans?
So with your carbs, you also want some protein. So because it helps slow down the spike in blood sugar. So what you're gonna wanna do next is you're gonna wanna take your celery, just chop the end off of it.
So you might be thinking, celery and chili? This is something that I've taught my family for years and years. 50% of what you put into your body should be a vegetable. And of those vegetables, you want 85% of them to be green if possible. So when we make anything like chili or tacos or meatloaf or anything that traditionally doesn't have vegetables with it, we always grab vegetables and put them in. Chili, we usually use celery and carrots and onions, of course. You could use green peppers, you could use zucchini, you can use spinach, and it really enhances the flavor of the chili. I have not had ever any complaints from any of my family.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is our normal chili even before we found out Jack's diagnosis.
So it doesn't really make a big difference to us, but it probably will to you, and it might freak you out at first, but we promise you it is good.
Yeah, and I like the little bit of sweetness that the baby carrots and the celery add to the chili. It really is nice.
So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that celery, put it in the food processor, and you can watch it back and see how much I did because they were talking and I didn't want to interrupt them.
It's about a half stalk.
Yeah. So then what you're going to do is you're going to want to pinch your carrot bag like this, about halfway through. Just come over here and dump it in, and since you're pinching it, only half of them fall in. And then you're gonna want to cut your onion into fourths. Okay. Mother leaf.
Stresses me.
Just one,
All of it.
Okay.
Half of onion.
Half an onion,
Yeah.
all of it, but cut it into fourths before you put it into your food processor. You can pulse it when it's all right.
I'm gonna dance when you're pulsing it.
There you go.
Perfect.
And then
It's when you have yourself a pulse party. A food processor party.
alright. So then it should look something like this. And then dump it in with your
In our Instapot.
in our Instabot. Dump it in. Scrape it out with the knife.
The finer you get it, the least noticeable it is.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide it from your kiddos for whatever reason, yeah.
But if you want it, like, we used to have no beans in our chili, and so then we would cut them a little bit chunkier, so it was almost like a bean consistency.
Give you that texture. Nice.
So,
Okay, so we're
then,
gonna do 2 tablespoons of tomato paste.
and then you're gonna want to pour in everything.
So why are we starting with chili? What is this in honor of?
The first NFL game of the season, hosted by our favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Super Bowl champs.
Oh yeah.
First game of the season.
49ers can suck it.
That's not.
Unless you like the
Unless
49ers.
you live in California.
And then,
We're kidding. We respect all NFL teams.
That's right.
They're all...
Maybe not the Raiders. Just kidding. Okay, so tell them our secret little seasoning here.
So, our secret seasoning that we always use, it's not that secret, a lot of people use it. We call it SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. We use this in almost all of our cooking.
and I don't like to use the seasoning packets that you can buy at the store that are seasoned because they have so much extra like sodium and chemicals and stuff, and like why whenever you could just put your
And
own.
then ground cumin and some chili powder.
Nice thing about the Instant Pot is it has a slow cook button. So if you plan this out ahead of time, put it on slow cook, all those flavors will incorporate nicely together. We'll probably rush ours a little bit. We're about an hour away from game time. So
Yeah, that's great about the Instant Pot too, is that if you don't have time, you can still make something that traditionally might take all day long. And
very fast.
I kind of feel like we should be getting paid from Instant Pot.
Maybe we
Instant
will.
Pot. So you just stir it up,
Call it.
Stir it up, lid on.
set it,
And
set it, and forget it.
Different product. And then slow cook on the front.
I like it.
And then slow cook.
And then guess what you get to do while you wait for your chili to cook?
Bond.
You know what these boys are gonna do?